Hey Gems, how you doing? How's the kids? How's the dog? And how's the grass? All good and swell. Okay, baby, okay, baby, okay. So today we're going to be customizing a frontal. And here you see our 20 volume developer. So we're using 20 volume developer and we're using quick blue lightener. And the reason we're using 20 volume developer because it doesn't lighten as quickly as if we were to use a higher volume developer. And this one is easier to watch and keep an eye on. Now the thing is, I used about a scoop, and with the developer I don't technically measure, I just get it to a consistency that I am satisfied with. And the kind of consistency we're going for is kind of like what would I compare this to? Something food related for sure. I'd say maybe like a pudding, like a chocolate pudding maybe. I think so. Yeah, we're gonna go with pudding. Okay, so we have our closure, which is a 13x6 closure in the style body wave. I want to believe this is a 18 inch, right? Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Yeah, an 18 inch. And you're looking at it, it's pretty, like, compared to other closures, it's pretty customized. If you really did want to go home and like rock this straight out the bag, it would. You see that? Thick. So I had to add more developer, but like I was saying, if you really wanted to go home and rock this frontal as is, it would work out. But here we're looking for scalp. Okay, girls, we're looking for scalp. And to achieve that, you gotta, tweak it a little bit. Maybe that wasn't pudding consistency. I'm going for icing. We're gonna go with frosting. Yeah, frosting. Okay, so we're gonna take our frosting and just spread it ever so lightly. You don't wanna go too hard, because you're gonna go too hard, it's gonna penetrate a little bit, way more than we needed to. And then next thing you know, you're gonna have like, a little colored root. You're gonna have some blonde roots. We weren't looking at that. We're just trying to bleach the knots, and the knots on the closure or the frontal are just those little black, like the tie where they actually tie it, and it's usually bigger, so you have to make it not as thick. You don't want it to show as much. So that's our goal here by bleaching the knots. Okay, now I didn't show this, but what I used once I was done is my neutralizing shampoo and then my Shimmer and Lights conditioner. Okay, so now that you see the difference, I mean, it don't look like, you see the difference here? You could actually see my skin, and like it looks more, it just look good. Alright, you have this tweezer and you see the pointy is, it's what grabs the hair, it's what you keep at the top, so you need to make sure your pointy is up. If you do it the other way, you're most likely gonna rip a hole into that wig, and that's not what we want here. Okay, now what we have here is the plucking process. This is also adding to the customization. Okay, it's much easier, I find, to put the wig on your lap. That way you have a bit more control over it. After we made our part, we're going to start plucking, and you don't want to stay in the same spot, because of course you don't want to have a bald spot. You don't want your wig to be bald headed. And as you go, comb through, and please do this on wet hair, because if you do this on dry hair, it's going to look like you're doing absolutely nothing, and then you're going to just pluck off mad hair, and then your wig is going to be bald headed, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, no. And it's going to take forever. So I speed this up so you could just see, I'm just like playing around with it, trying to see what kind of hairline I want, how much I want to take off. Like this part, I feel like it's, whatever your choice is. Like I don't really like to customize too much, because I feel as though it's gonna shed eventually, and the more I take off, the faster the shedding happens. And I like to make my wigs last for at least 5 years. I've had wigs since forever, okay? So I'm trying to make them last. So this part is up to you, but I'm gonna just let it play. You can watch and you see how it goes, and like, if you like what you'll see, and you find this a little entertaining and you want to learn more, because I like to learn. If you want to learn more, please do not forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let your girl know how you feel, and I will see you next time, gems. Thank you so much for watching.